Hey guys, Bearded Beast of Duloc here. This is a continuation on the topic from the previous video in which I was talking about intermittent fasting. In this video I wanted to talk about who I think should use intermittent fasting and who maybe should avoid it and eat a little bit more frequently. With this video I want you guys to know that these things are just my opinions, kids. And it is never my goal in these videos to push a dogma or to force you to do something or to press you to do something. I just want to give you my best advice based on my experiences and encourage you to make up your own intelligent decision, kids. It's your life, do what you want. I just want to see you succeed. So, with that said, dear Bearded Beast of Duloc, who should use intermittent fasting? Well, when it comes to fat loss, if you're a big nighttime eater, use intermittent fasting. That'd be a great way to lose weight. You can not eat anything during the day, save all your calories at night, and eat when you need to eat and still lose the weight. So it's a great fat loss tool for and weight loss tool for you if you are overweight and a big night eater. If you're trying to build muscle, it gets a little more tricky. Personally, I don't think if you are skinny that you should be using any eating plan that involves the words fasting, kids. You're skinny. I want you, if you're skinny and younger, 18 to 22, 23, 24, and you want to use intermittent fasting to bulk or build muscle, I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, you're better off just eating when you feel hungry and eating mostly clean and healthy foods, and eating the junk when you 10 to 20% of the time. So if you're 18 to 23, 24-ish and you're skinny, I don't recommend intermittent fasting. You're forcing yourself only to eat within a certain window, and I would rather see you eat and listen to your body and eat when you're hungry. I think that's more important. So, if that's you, consider eating more with a greater frequency and possibly snacking with foods in between meals. Now, for the rest of you guys, I think intermittent fasting is that you can bulk with intermittent fasting. I do want you to. It's not magic, kids. You still got to get a grasp of what is going in your body regarding macronutrients, protein, carbs, and fats, and calories. So, don't just say, I'm going to fast and then come home and eat whatever I want and that'll be good enough. For some of you, it's going to be hard to get enough calories and protein into 1 or 2 meals in that intermittent fasting window, so you might actually be hindering your progress. For some of you, this is not a generalization, I don't mean all of you, but it can be tough for some of you with faster metabolisms to get enough calories in that in your eating window. So I want you to make sure you understand what's going in your body, calorie-wise, proteins, fats, carbs, that sort of thing. Get at least some understanding of the minimums that are going in your body and monitor it so you make sure you're not under-eating calories and protein especially. And I would also encourage you to get scientific by getting a skin-fold caliper. They are not foolproof, they are not perfect. They are far better than body fat scales and online calculators, which are generally misleading, and your mom could probably guess your body fat better than these things, kids. So I recommend getting a body fat caliper and taking readings to monitor changes. If you measure a skin fold and you're 19 millimeters, and then next month you're at 23, 24, it might not give you a perfect representation of your body fat percentage, but you can see trends. You can make dietary adjustments if you're eating too much and gaining body fat. You also it'll help you make dietary adjustments if you're not seeing any changes, positive muscle building changes in your body. The caliper will also help you look for trends of muscle wasting or not gaining any muscle or losing muscle. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're going to lose muscle using intermittent fasting if you're eating enough calories and enough protein. But there are some of you, and I was one of these people, folks, who, see, I have these trapsores up here and these biceps. You know, I had a lot of existing muscle mass. It was hard for me to maintain that muscle mass on intermittent fasting. I'm not making a generalized statement, kids. I'm not saying you will have that problem. I'm just saying some of you might have that problem. So, if you plan on bulking with intermittent fasting and it doesn't seem like you're building muscle as fast as you should, or if you're doing caliper readings and you are losing muscle, then I would recommend taking a couple steps. You can either interject BCAAs into your underfeeding window and or a low no sugar protein powder. I prefer like a pure whey isolate that has no lactose or added sugars. The way I do things is I generally have 3 mugs of coffee during my underfeeding window with a scoop of whey in each. So I'm getting, you know, some protein during the morning without getting fats or carbs or that sort of thing. You know, it's basically only 300 calories. Sometimes when I'm just sick of coffee or it's too hot out, I will get a BCAA drink, which is a BCAA powder. You know, they come in all flavors like watermelon, blue raspberry, and lemon lime, and you know, grape and that sort of thing. And I'll just drink that over ice when I don't feel like, you know, chugging down a chocolate protein drink or it's too hot for coffee. So if you are having problems gaining muscle mass on intermittent fasting, or if you're not sure, or if you think you're losing muscle mass on intermittent fasting, then I would try to sip on some BCAAs or protein powder throughout the morning. You know, no need to be obsessive compulsive about it, but you know, just sip it, you know, like you would sip your water, or have a shake every couple hours, 2, 3, 4 hours, or whatever, and monitor and see how that is working for you. You know, as I stated in my previous video, there are many in the intermittent fasting community who believe that are extremely dogmatic, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but folks, this is just the reality. There's a lot of dogma, a lot of dogmatism building in the intermittent fasting community right now, and a lot of it can be extremely unproductive and extremely bullying in a sense that it almost makes guys feel like they're idiots if they want to experiment and do some of these things like add protein or BCAAs during the underfeeding window. And guys, I am not putting down Lean Gaines or Martin Burkham. I am not putting down the community. I respect him. I am an intermittent faster myself. I have learned a lot from him. But there are some people in his community, just like there's some people in every community, that are bullies. And there are some intermittent fasting bullies out there who, if you put on a forum that you're having protein or BCAAs during the underfeeding window, they will stone you to death. They will take you into town square and hang you. They will call you a heretic, an idiot, a bro scientist, a freak, a fool, a buffoon, a monkey, anything. I've been called it all, and I am not exaggerating. I've taken so many lumps personally for advocating just the possibility of doing this that, as I've stated in my previous video, it is getting rather old. So I just wanted to address that issue and say, kids, that if you do this, there is a possibility that somebody's going to jump in your log or jump on your Facebook page and tell you, don't, you're breaking the dogmatism, you're breaking the rules, it only works like this, it only works like that. Guys, no need to be obsessive compulsive, okay? If you want to add a little bit of protein in your underfeeding window to test things, then that is a good thing. If you want to test things and add a little bit of BCA powder in your underfeeding window, then do it. It is your life. It is not going to kill you. This is not life or death. You do not need to stick to a dogmatism. You can create your own way in life, your own path. And if it gives you results, great. If it doesn't, revert back and try something different. Don't fall into the pressure, the peer pressure, or the bullying that you must only do things one way. Don't fall into that trap or that pit. You can build muscle best when you listen to what your body is telling you, and that is the most important thing, kids. So, guys, if this video has been a help, please share it on your favorite website, on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Pinterest, Tutor, Feeder, Fooder, anything else. And if you have any questions or comments, guys, leave them below. If you have any suggestions for future videos, leave them below, kids. And as always, kids, please subscribe to the Bearded Beast of Duloc, kids. The Bearded Beast of Duloc. Have a great day, guys.